what can I say? We're just kind of waiting for people to sign in.
You know, they can always review it.
Nothing's happening.
So nothing's
What's going
happening.
on?
I
I mean,
don't know.
nothing is going on. Oh, okay. Live, 32 seconds.
Okay,
well,
so
obviously
we're fine.
live.
We're good. We're fine.
Okay.
Just on with the show. This is it.
Oh, there we go. Brandy's there. Hello.
That's enough. We'll start with Brandy. Hey, Brandy. I think you're the first, last, and only. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
No, there's
one.
Valerie. And
Okay.
so,
Glad to have you here.
yep. So, why?
I don't know.
Why does Tarzan never have a beard? I don't know. Why does Superman stop bullets with his chest, but he ducks when somebody throws a revolver at him? I always wondered that too. Why do kamikaze pilots wear helmets? I don't know. Whose idea was it to put an S in the word lisp?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I said why?
Why is a hard question to ask?
Well, and that's okay. These will make up for that. How do you make antifreeze?
You put her in a fridge.
You steal her blanket. Yeah. What has a big mouth but can't talk?
That
A
wouldn't
jar.
be me. Oh,
Well, true. A jar.
a jar, which is a door that's not closed.
Yes. What's red and smells like blue paint? Red paint. They all smell the same. So, yeah, I know.
You people
I mean,
pray for me, right?
These are
You know
like,
you do.
they
It's
have
just-
to be the obvious jokes. So.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's there, joke is a joke is a joke.
Ha ha.
Anything to get us to shift gears and get from trauma and frustration and struggle with life to the here and now,
And there's certainly a lot of trauma and struggle with life right now,
including your phone
including
ringing.
my phone ringing. So, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Nobody ever calls me. What are they doing calling now? They obviously don't know us very well.
Why?
They obviously don't know us very well. Okay, now that we've got people on, it's time for me to shut up and
Shut
go.
it. As they say in Britain, shut it. Shut it.
Do you need your phone so you can hear me, or I can hear you?
You know, that would be helpful
Okay.
down the road. I'm not sure I'm going to need it, but
Yeah. Well, hopefully the dog will remain
she's asleep. She's asleep
Well, I
at
don't know
our
if
feet.
she's really asleep, but she's trying.
Yeah.
She
we,
is
we
trying.
played with her earlier. I let her play in the sprinklers and stuff, so she could be, might be a little worn out, so that'd be a good thing. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you this way cool experience that I had today. I'd been praying for a spiritual psychic experience that would help me and help others. So what happened today is I got a call from someone who was struggling with a situation where they had been carrying, let me say this differently. Okay, so she was a survivor of someone else's suicide. So a victim of somebody else's suicide. I don't really know how to say that. So the other person took themselves out and she's still anguishing about that. So when we were talking, okay, I need to share this with you. If you're thinking of suicide, please listen, heed my words. Been there, nearly did that. The suicide impulse is letting you know, not that you're worthless, not that you can't take it anymore. What it's telling you, and you're misinterpreting, what it's telling you is your coping mechanisms that you've used until now no longer are effective for you on your path of ascension. So in other words, if your parents, like my dad, could get really angry and frustrated and that worked for him, it didn't fit right for me. And even if I allowed myself to do that, I felt worse afterwards. So that wasn't a good technique for me. So whether it was just being frantic or busy or eating or sleeping too much or drug, whatever your coping mechanisms are, when you get that suicide impulse, what they're trying to tell you is that they're not working, they failed you. You're not a failure. You are a magnificent, amazing piece of the cosmic jigsaw puzzle. And if you take yourself out, the people that fit in with you are damaged and and suffer excruciating pain, emotional, mental, spiritual, physical pain. So if you're thinking of suicide, think again. I would strongly encourage you to do this ask, seek, and knock technique. Ask Divine Source for new coping mechanisms that will work for you. Seek new coping skills, coping mechanisms that could and might work for you. That means talking to other people. I know it's really hard, especially when you're down. You know, it was really, really difficult for me. But again, seek, ask, seek, and then knock. That means open that door. That means go to the door. Do something different. Do it differently. So the suicide impulse is not telling you you're a failure. It's telling you your coping mechanisms have failed and that it's time for something new. That your soul is ready for something new and different. So pay attention. It's valuable information, but don't get it distorted. It's not the truth. What you're interpreting isn't necessarily the truth. Okay. With that said, then I was working with this gal who had been, probably half her life, had been carrying this anguish from when she was 16. A dear friend had committed suicide. And as we were working through things, what I saw was this heart vault. And in the heart vault was the woundedness of that other person. And so we gave that to Jesus. Jesus healed it and took it to them. And so they could move along in their spiritual ascension. And she was so free. It was wonderful. And then a few hours later, somebody else called and they were anguishing because they were re-experiencing a suicide in their family. And when we looked at her heart, there was a heart vault. And again, we took this brokenness, gave it to Jesus. Jesus healed it and gave it to that person. And anyway, there's a little more to the story, but I don't want to take too much time with this. Then she had another issue with another family member. There was no heart vault. So it appears that there's a heart vault when a suicide has happened. So I'm telling you this because I'm really excited about the spiritual experience. And I'm hoping to do another live session down the road where I walk you through this process. So if you have an interest in that, just stay tuned. The video will be called The Heart Vault. So stay tuned. I'll kind of keep you updated with that. Sounds pretty good, huh? Excuse me. So what I really wanted to talk to you about today has to do with what we did on Sunday, which is that deep dive into the core of the earth and sending out this peace, love, healing energy for the planet. I think it's really important we do it again. I would encourage you to do this again. Anytime you think of it, if you could do this daily, it could really make a huge difference, because what happens here is then we're giving this loving energy a foothold, and people have easier access to it. So not everybody wants it. Some people want to be angry. Some people want to be upset. Some people want to fight and be stuck in the strife. But here's this loving energy that's going to percolate up through the earth and be bathing all of that energy and maybe giving people a moment where they can take a new look. Sound good? So what we want to do here is I want you to create for yourself, let me get comfortable. I want you to create for yourself a vehicle for travel. We didn't do this on Sunday, but I'd like you to do it today. So this could look like anything. So in your imagination, create any kind of a vehicle, like it could be a sphere of light, or it could be a hot rod, or it could be a horse, whatever, all right? So whatever comes up in your imagination, whatever comes up in your awareness, that's the vehicle that I'd like you to manifest for yourself. Okay? So you get to choose that. Again, this is all about choice, so allow yourself to choose that. Now, before we begin, it's really important for us to clear our own anguish and clear our own trauma, and disconnect from that, so that when we pursue this journey, we're clear. So let's take a moment and just get clear. All right. The fastest way to do that, again, is opening the portals at the bottoms of your feet, taking your awareness down there to your feet. Your awareness doesn't exist just in your head. It can be anywhere. And so by moving your awareness into the bottoms of your feet, you're allowing your awareness now to take action and create change. It is with our intent that we create change. We want to change the anguish and the suffering that we're seeing, do we not? And we want to change our own anguish and suffering. So by bringing our intent and our awareness down to the bottoms of the feet, and these portals will open. And they're two-way. That means energy comes and energy goes. So when you talk about getting grounded, what you're doing is you're opening these energy portals and you're allowing this earth energy to filter up and connect with your heart space and help you feel settled and solid and locked in. Make sense? The higher you want to go spiritually, the more grounded it's important to be. Because we can't go higher if we're not grounded. That's part of our process as being living human beings on this planet. So as you notice the connection between you and earth, you can now allow those denser energies of fear and sorrow and regret and blame, shame, hatred. You can let those go. Those are a choice. Those emotions may be generated because of the things that we're hearing or the things that we're seeing, but hanging on to them is a choice. So you can choose to let them go. And those energy vibrations can get trapped anywhere in our body. We think that worry is something that happens in our head. Well, that's true, but sometimes worry can get lodged on our lungs. Sometimes worry can get lodged in our shoulders. Sometimes worry can get lodged in our knees. Doesn't matter where it's lodged, it just doesn't need to be there anymore. So just scan your body and see what feels heavy, what feels uncomfortable, what feels like it doesn't really belong to you. And you can just allow that now to just fall out the bottoms of your feet. Just let it go. It's a choice to hang on, and it's a choice to release. So you're consciously choosing to let it go. And you can even, if you struggle with this, you could even say to yourself, I hereby release the energy of whatever emotion is there for you, or whatever sense of experience that you're no longer wanting to carry for yourself. Make sense? So as you're releasing that, now there's still this two-way street on that energy portal, which means that energy can filter up from the earth. So let that filter up from the earth and come into your heart space and help you feel settled and anchored. Now, while you're at it, you can let that energy settle into the ascension orb that is behind the stomach and in front of the spine. Remember the little sphere that kind of rotates and is like an internal gyroscope? Connecting with that. And that will help you feel like you have a guidance system. Sometimes when there's so much external commotion and chaos, we don't sense our guidance system. And our guidance system is divinely inspired, and it's also internal. So this allows us to connect in with that. Now, hopefully you're feeling a little clearer and a little more connected and a little stronger. With that strength now, allow your awareness just to be in your heart space for a second. Just feel how good it feels to be. You have a right to be here. You have a purpose for being here. And you're here. So glory, hallelujah. There you are. Now, take your awareness from your heart space and bring it to the tippy top of your head. And there's an energy portal there. This energy portal is always open to divine source. It never closes. We sometimes become oblivious of it, but it's always open. And the more attention we give it, the more energy is filtered down to us. Now, bringing your attention to that allows divine source now to align you with an additional energy portal above your head. And this additional energy portal is just the energy you need right now. Perhaps it's blue. Perhaps it's yellow. Perhaps it's green, or purple, or orange, or red, or iridescent. Whatever color you're experiencing is what is right for you right now, which is necessary for you right now, which is very positive for you right now. So connect in, tap into that. Now, if you can't see it, it's okay. Pick something. Because your intent and your awareness are part of the deal. Some people visualize easily, others don't. That's okay. Use your intellect to choose. Use your heart space to choose. Link them together and make a choice. And once you have made that selection, or once that selection has become obvious to you and you're tapped in, then the living light of love now flows into you. It'll flow into your mind. And while it's in your mind, then any remnants of this negative energy that no longer serves you can just fall away. It just pushes it out of the way. So all that's left is this living light of love. That's what you want. It's what we crave. It's what supports us. We tend to get caught up in the other stuff because it seems so imperative. But what's really imperative is this divine light, this divine energy. Now, allow that divine energy to touch your third eye, the discernment centers above your eyes, the occipital lobes in the back of your head, and your eyes themselves. This is your perception circuit. This will allow you to perceive things differently. So instead of things being black and white and hate and rejection, we have a different perspective of that. And it's all filtered through this living light of love, so we have compassion for ourselves and compassion for others. Now allow this energy to move further down your body, touching your ears, your mouth, your throat. This is your communication circuit. This allows you to speak your truth with grace, not with hatred, not with anger, not with fear, but rather with grace that builds other people up, not tear them down. So let that really fill that area. This gives you the ability to neutralize when other people aren't speaking with grace. You can neutralize that and see it for what it is, pain. It's not about you. It's not about your worthlessness or you're not measuring up to their standard. It's about their pain. And you can perceive that and have compassion for it. Letting more and more love and light touch your shoulders. Remember, we carry so much stuff that release those shoulders. Let that go. Down the shoulder blades, down your arms, into your hands. And your hands might start to feel a little warm, tingly, or just feel like they're really big. This is energy. This is usable energy for you to heal yourself, heal others, and heal the world. Now bring that energy into your heart space. And now bring that energy down into the foot portals. And let that light shine through you into the earth. Let it shine all the way through you to the core of the earth. And now from this point of view, this perspective, allow yourself to get your awareness into your vehicle of travel, whatever that might be for you. Once you have gotten into that vehicle of travel, you're safe, you're protected, you're energized, you're healed, your vitality is stronger. So then allow yourself to travel down that beam of light as far as feels comfortable to you. You may wish to only go to the bedrock, that's fine. You may wish to go through the bedrock, through all the striations of the earth down to the core. Going to the core has a higher value because this allows the energy that we're transmitting to have a clearer expansion everywhere. So, but whatever feels comfortable to you. So now you're going down to the core of the earth. You follow this light beam down. Now, you're still connected to that light above. It's still shining through you, and you're in this vehicle of travel, and you're experiencing the light beam as a direction of travel. Letting more and more of that living light of love, whatever color you perceive, allow that to fill your physical form that's here on the surface of the planet, and allow it to fill that ethereal form that is in the core of the earth. As it fills that ethereal form, it also fills the vehicle that's that you're traveling with. As you allow that energy to expand and fill, you just be with that for a second. So you're in it, you're filled with it, and you're surrounded by it. And I want you just to experience that for a moment. This is part of your destiny. Let me say that again. This is part of your destiny. You came here to make a difference. You came here to change the world, and this is one way in which you can do that. So now, allowing even more light to flow down into you, into that awareness. With your awareness, send that light out in every direction from you. Just send it out. It will fill the core of the earth, and as the core of the earth moves and circulates, because it's liquid, it will transmit that in every direction out to the core of the earth, out to the surface of the earth. And what this feels like, what this experience is like, is this beam of light shooting down through you into the ethereal you, filling that vehicle, and then filling the core of the earth, and then shooting out in every direction. Now name the color, name the energy that you're sending out, because words are powerful. Words have great power. Are you sending peace? Are you sending compassion? Are you sending love? Are you sending joy? Are you sending grace? What feels right to you? Maybe it's something I have not even mentioned. Name it and continue to send that out. Send another burst of this energy out into the core of the earth, and from the core of the earth out to the surface of the planet. And see it everywhere. See it shining everywhere. This light doesn't know time or space. It doesn't know distance. It just is. And with your intent and your awareness, you're creating a vehicle by which this light can move and can make a difference, can change the world, can change us, and can change the world. Now we're going to do that one more time. Drawing energy in, allowing that energy to flow in, to shine into your being, travel down that thread of light, that beam of light, down to your ethereal body, filling that ethereal body, filling the vehicle, whichever vehicle you have chosen, filling the core of the earth, and send it out. There. Doesn't that feel amazing? Now bring your attention back to the ethereal being and set the intent for this energy to continue without you. You're just a piece of the mechanism for now, but it can continue without you. So set whatever that intent might be. So energy from divine source flowing into the core of the earth and out, and whatever energy you have named. Now then, you and your vehicle travel back up that beam of light, back up through the bottoms of your feet, back into your awareness, into your body, back into the awareness that you have a physical form and an energy field around your body. And now gently, 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 you're going to close the bottoms of your feet, and your awareness is going to step aside. So the beam of light from divine source is still flowing right where you were, energetically, but not flowing through you. You're going to be free to do whatever it is that you came here to do in this physical planet. You know, maybe there's dinner to cook, or there's dishes to wash, or there's time to sit in front of the television, or there's time to take a walk. Whatever your life is going to do, you go do your life, and this light will continue to flow. So gently, gently take a look. Make sure that you've stepped your energy out of that beam, and now bring your whole awareness back into your physical form and take notice of your space, your surroundings around you. Notice the walls, the color of the walls, or notice the color of my shirt. Just notice and be aware. That brings you fully back into center. So how does that feel so far? Feel pretty good? So we didn't really receive a gift or give a gift other than being the gift. You were the gift this time. So if you have an interest in your experience, if you want to ask about your experience, let me share with you some of the colors and what they might have meant for you. If you chose yellow, that's about joy. And it's not just happy. It's about that deep joy that transcends whatever's going on. There can be a joy in our being, a joy in our soul, a joy in our spirit, even though we're suffering, even though there's difficulty going on around us. So that's the difference in the joy. Gold is a little different of an energy color. This has to do with worth, value. So if you connected into the golden color, then you are sending value out to each person. Because there's a lot of people here suffering because they have felt diminished, disempowered. So this is a beautiful gift that you've shared. If you used blue, if blue was the color that you chose, this is about communication. This is about utilizing those words of grace, being able to just be quiet. If nobody can hear you, just don't bother. Just be quiet. Just don't have to fix them, don't have to change their minds, and just let them be. And it does give you the grace to be able to say something that is encouraging and uplifting, whether you agree with that other person or not. If you chose red, this has to do with power and passion. This is giving people the power to work with whatever's going on in their life. Okay, so this is not giving people the power to do ill. It's giving people power to move forward, whatever that looks like for them, and forward spiritually, forward in a positive way. Make sense? If you chose green, this is healing energy. Let's see, what other colors did we have? Iridescent. This is asking for angelic presence on the planet, so that there's intercession for us. As we're not doing such a great job sometimes by ourselves. So this grants us the help and assistance of spiritual beings in this journey. Any colors that I didn't mention that you received, you type them up, send them to Phil, and he can express them for me, and I can answer that. Anyone have let me get him on the intercom. Does anyone have any comments or questions about their process? Ooh, we're squeaking, Phil.
Hello.
Hello. Do we have any questions or comments yet, honey?
Sandy said white misty cloud, like, sent love.
Okay, so this white misty cloud, even though it was misty and you couldn't really see, white is about clarity. So yes, there's a mist of confusion, or a mist of misinformation, or a mist of all of that. But this is the energy of clarity. And so you tagged the name, the word love to it. So this allows people to really experience love in a clear way. Not, I like you and you're my friend because you think exactly like me, but more like this eternal divine love that transcends any differences. Anything else, Mr. Phil?
Brandy said she had a blue-green teal color.
Ooh, teal, one of my favorite colors.
Pictured like Jamaican waters, calm and relaxed energy.
Ooh, nice. We could use some calm and relaxed energy. I think I'll suck some of that up myself.
Ew.
So the turquoise here, I mean this teal color, that is the blue of communication and the green of healing. So this helps people heal communication. I have heard this last few days that friendships that have been ongoing for years have dissolved because of differences. So this is very powerful energy to be sending out that allows people to peacefully communicate their differences and heal old wounds. Anything else?
Sandy said white.
Different Sandy?
That's no. She said white. Okay, I don't know.
okay.
Do it again. Okay. Valerie is waterfall began as green and rendered a rubber raft filled with white, and I can't see the rest.
Okay, so, your vehicles. I forgot to ask you about your vehicles. That's fun. So if you want to share your vehicles, I can give you an interpretation of what that might mean for you. So the rubber raft, this is about two things. It's about having fun, and it's about staying on top, staying above the surface, not being drawn under by life circumstances. So this keeps you, it gives you buoyancy, resilience in your life. And what color was that she had, Phil? I didn't.
Said it was a white light and spread white energy of joy.
Wonderful. So again, clear energy, not encumbered with past issues.
The water was green.
The water was green, healing energy. Beautiful.
I'm going to have to come out there to see this bottom comment because I can't see it.
I'm not sure you can see it here. Oops, excuse me.
Okay, see
But
you in a
we'll see.
minute.
Alrighty, see ya. Off. So other than Valerie, I don't see a last comment. She was the last one I saw.
No, there's another one down there. Oh,
Not on mine.
yeah, no, whitewater rafting. Okay, I couldn't see that.
Whitewater rafting. See, again, you're going to be above it all, and it's exhilarating. You get to have fun. So have fun with that.
We like fun.
Fun is good.
Far too little right at the moment.
Yes. So again, if you have any other questions about your vehicle or the color, go ahead and type it in. When we sign off, after we sign off, then I'll check and see if I've answered all your questions. If not, I'll
Since
touch
I
base.
couldn't hear you back there. Vehicle? Will you tell me about my electric Volkswagen?
Oh dear Lord, Phil.
Never
I
mind.
have. No, I can get it. I can get it.
Okay.
He stumps me every time. So this is about being fully charged
Oh yeah.
and wired up for the journey.
Mm,
You can handle it.
okay. Whatever.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do a quick energy circle. Letting that energy, you're still connected. That connection does not sever. Here we go. Yay. And allow that energy now to flow between you and whomever, or just back and forth between your own hands. And know that you can send energy here as well as from the core of the earth. Stop. You're freaking me out. So just if there's a specific person that you know could use some healing or comfort or encouragement right now, just hold them in your awareness, and they'll receive this energy with us. Time doesn't know. The energy doesn't know time or space. Okay?
Cool.
Take a deep breath in. Exhale to release them. Both hands up. Collect all the energy you'd like to take with you into the rest of your week. Bring it into your heart space. May your life be a prayer. God bless. We'll see you next